what you're seeing is a really, really nice development of beautiful new lofts. And this is in Oakland, and they're just really beautiful. There's a lot of beautiful developments everywhere. But the thing about disappointing America right now is that how do you go from having beautiful lofts and then right down here you have about 300 people living in tents? So what do I say to myself? I say, well, let's go get a new loft, but let's never mind or not pay attention as we walk the dog through about 750 homeless people peeing and doo-dooing. That's the disturbing aspect of it. And that's kind of what I just don't get. Like, what goes through your mind when you say, oh, well, is it the greed aspect? Oh, the property value it's going to be worth so much money. This is the time to buy. Forget the fact that we got porta potties everywhere, like right here, and about, I don't know, I could be underestimating. There might be 1,000 homeless people, but literally, there's people everywhere. Right here. That's about 100 tents. This area, oh my God, it smells so bad. And then, even if they were to remove the people, what do you do about the hundreds, if not 1,000, couple thousand people using the restroom everywhere? I mean, do you just wait for it to rain? Imagine that when you're walking through this area, you haven't been walking on dirty clothes and rats and doo-doo and everything else. That's what I'm trying to figure out. So I don't see the big picture. I'm trying to understand this. Is this how it's supposed to be done? You know, you just have a lot of people sleeping in the cold. You just have a lot of homeless people, and you just act like it doesn't really exist. Like right here, like here's a bunch of tents right here. Do we just say, oh, well, let me put my camera down. Do we just make believe this? Do I just act like I didn't see that when I come from my 5-story loft? Or maybe this right here. Hopefully I don't get shot at. I don't know if you were able to catch that, but that's probably the filthiest street I've ever seen in my entire life. I think no mattress, no piece of furniture, no piece of trash, no tent, no article of clothing has been spared on that street at all. And it's truly depressing. I mean, I got to do a second run on that. But, you know, I'm trying to understand where we're going as Americans. I mean, are we losing our humanity? Is it like screw everybody? It's all about me. As long as I have a job and food under my table, on my table, it doesn't matter. You know, is this the value system that we're upholding as Americans? I mean, what do you say when you're running for a position to like maintain the city, and like somebody says, oh, okay, well, you've done a great job. I'm just a little confused of the 5,000 homeless people in like a 5-block area. Could we have done something about that? Or maybe like, where's this going? What is this going to lead to? What is the end result of all of this? I don't know. I'm looking for answers myself, because this wasn't the way I was raised, and it wasn't my ideals of the country I live in. So I record these things to bring awareness, maybe to help make change. Maybe somebody see it and say, my God, you know, maybe I shouldn't get the $18 million yacht. Maybe I should just get a complex and make affordable housing. Just in case you didn't catch that, I'm gonna go a little bit slower. I think that guy has a fireplace going. I gotta see what's going on with that. Oh, Lord. Well, they've got a fireplace. I better get out of here. And I'm not filming this to demean anybody out here. My prayers and wishes go to the people who are having to live like this. Maybe there's something I'm missing. But I just was working in the area, and I noticed these beautiful, beautiful new restaurants, and saw these beautiful lofts I always see, and I hit the wrong turn, and I said, my God, this street, I've never seen a street with so much debris. It had looked like a like just utter destruction hit it, and then I realized there was people living on that street. So I've seen other areas around here where there's a lot of people without homes and living in their tents, but I had never seen that street in its entirety that I just went through. And I'm curious what people do when they drive down this street as they're going to Home Depot on the next street over, or to the grocery store that's there, or whatever's there, or whatever. Do you drive down that street and say, okay, honey, just cover all the kids' eyes? Or do you drive down the street and like act like you're not seeing anything? Do you turn your music up? I'm just trying to think, what do? You say, don't worry about it. Our property is going to be worth a couple $1 million down the road, so let's ignore all this. And let's just ignore it. You didn't see what you think you saw. No, that's not anybody defecating in the middle of the street. You didn't see that. You're not seeing a bonfire or anything like that. You didn't see that. So I'm just going to end with that. I'm really not trying to make light of this matter. I guess I'm just so disturbed right now. I'm just trying to talk it through as I'm showing it to you, because it doesn't feel really good. It just doesn't. As a human being, as a hardworking person, as a father, it just doesn't appeal to be making America great again. You know, when you see stuff like that, you don't really feel, it doesn't feel too good, you know. Excuse me, are you security in this area?
Yeah, what's up?
I just was curious, does it seem normal that there's this many homeless people around here?
Do it seem normal?
Yeah.
Man, this the new normal.
This is the new normal?
Yeah.
Because I was just recording and...
I'm sorry,